Yes, we're doing another top 5 video. This time, it's about the coolest people who have ever lived. There are a few criteria that all of these people had to fill in order to be on our list. Here are the mentioned criteria. Number 1, do something cool. Number 2, do something really significant. Number 3, have a lot of hobbies. Number 4, have a friendly smile and/or pretty eyes. With that in mind, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button. Number 1, Spartacus. You all know how much we love the Roman Republic. It's the best. Sometimes, however, it wasn't the best, especially if you were a slave. Spartacus was taken captive by the legions and was trained at a gladiator school to become a heavyweight type of a gladiator known as a myrmio. Myrmios carried a large shield known as a scutum, the same one that the legionnaires used, and he had a sword, the gladius, also the same kind as the legionnaires. Being a gladiator wasn't pretty. Fighting for your life on an almost weekly basis can sometimes be frustrating, even stressful at times. One rainy day in 73 BC, Spartacus got sick of all of it and started a slave rebellion known as the Third Servile War. Around 70 slave gladiators escaped and defeated the small Roman force sent to recapture them. Within 2 years, 120,000 men joined the rebellion. The Roman military seemed powerless to suppress it. The Senate was alarmed by the apparently unstoppable rebellion and gave the military command to Crassus. Crassus deployed 6 legions, or around 30,000 men, and emerged victorious. Spartacus was forced to retreat. During that time, Pompey was on his way back to Rome when Crassus asked for his assistance. At the Battle of the Salarius River, Spartacus's forces were routed completely. His body was never found. Number 2, Simo. Simo, also known as the White Death, was a Finnish marksman. In November of 1939, the Russian forces attacked Finland. We've already made a video about it, so we won't get into much detail. Simo joined the army and served as a sniper. It is estimated that he killed 505 Russians in less than 100 days, averaging around 5 kills per day. He preferred iron sights over telescopic sights, mostly for their reliability in extreme colds with just a few hours of sunlight per day. On March 6, 1940, was hit in his lower left jaw by an explosive bullet fired by a Red Army soldier. He was picked up by fellow soldiers who said half his face was missing. But he did not die, regaining consciousness on March 13th, the day peace was declared. Number 3, Hannibal Barca. Hannibal Barca is one of the most famous military generals of all time. There are only a minority of people who don't know his daring crossing of the Alps with 37 elephants and tens of thousands of soldiers. He rose to fame during the Second Punic War after properly stuffing the Romans at the Battle of the Trebia River, Battle of Lake Trasimene, and really stuffing them at the Battle of Cannae. For over a decade, he was constantly winning against the Romans in minor battles and engagements. Hannibal spent most of his life being on military campaigns, first as a little kid with his father and then as a military general. His string of victories came to an end at the Battle of Zama, where he fought against Romans led by the legendary Scipio Africanus. His tactics are still being taught in military schools to this day, and he won't be forgotten anytime soon. Number 4, Geronimo. Geronimo was born in June of 1829. He was a man from the Bedonkohe band of the Apache tribe. The name Geronimo means the one who yawns. In the summer of 1858, in the town of Cascaya, Mexican troops attacked Geronimo's camp, which later became known as the Massacre of Cascaya. Not long after, the Apache raids on Mexican cities and settlements began. Geronimo carried out numerous raids against the U.S. and Mexican military campaigns in the northern Mexico states. Contrary to popular belief, Geronimo was not a chief. However, since he was an amazing leader, he often led large numbers of men. In 1886, after an intense pursuit by U.S. forces, Geronimo surrendered to the Americans. He was treated as a prisoner of war and forced to go to various events, which was pretty much an American PR campaign to demonstrate the superiority of American ways. Geronimo died in 1909 at the age of 79, still as a prisoner of war. Number 5. Yours truly. Well, of course. Who else did you think it was going to be? If you made it this far, we recommend you check out our video on the top 5 military disasters between 16th and 19th century. Like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.